All right, Duffers. We're live, Duffers. I'm adjusting the volume here. Got to adjust the volume. A little coming in a little hot, like landing the jet. Coming. You're coming in too hot. You're coming in too hot. Okay, everybody, are you enjoying yourselves so far this morning? By cracky, I am. It's time for Fiddle for Duffers. Is everybody ready for some duffing? What do they call Fiddle for Duffers followers who want the vote? They're Duffragettes. They're Duffragettes. Now that's funny. Wait a second. Oh, somebody's wanting in the house. Hang on. I gotta let people in the house. Hold on. Lock the front door on. Sorry about that, Duffers. I locked Pat out of the house. I could have made her wait till the end of the show, but that wouldn't have been very good. That had to get me in big trouble. She had already broke the house down and be down here whooping me on the head. All right, hey, what a show, baby. We're back. All right, so we're playing in the key of D today, as you recall. And I got another trick for you, though. I don't know if I showed... Did I show you this thing last time? I'll just review it here. The deal, I showed you a deal where... Let's do the D scale. Remember, everybody play that with me one time. Start here and pull, and just one tap per note from the D, open D, up to the D on the A string. Have you worked on learning the names of your notes, folks? At least up to the fourth finger on all the strings. That's very vital, So we're going to play in the key of D. Here we go. Start right here. Ready, play. Back down. Now, there are a variety of things you can do to improve the control of the bow. Can everybody hear me okay, by the way? I hope you can. And so one of the things I like to do is a little trick, a little practice thing I got from a friend of mine. I play the scale in one bow. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Let's just do that. Back down. Okay, and what you're looking to do there is get good tone, play in tune. There's no alternating, only at the top. We'll play all the way up one bow and then all the way back one bow. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Here we go. And you can do this on any of our scales. This is about the right hand now, not the left hand. So here we go. Ready, play. Don't pull it too fast or you'll run out of bow. Stop, don't take it off. Back down. Okay, so that's something I want you to start practicing. I need to make you a little list, don't I? I'm going to put a list of the various bow and finger exercises we've done at, where I'm going to put it. You guys know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it at patreon.com/Charlie Walden. And so that'll be available to anyone who's a subscriber at tier 1 level. Minimum is $4 a month. And so I will put I've already got a folder. I don't know if you've found this Google Drive folder. If you go to the index post, that's the top post. I've got it pinned to the top of the page there, underneath all the categories, if you're familiar with the page. And go all the way to the bottom, and I've got a link called Stuff for Duffers, and if you hit that link, it'll go to a secret Google Drive folder that only you can access, and there's a folder for Fiddle for Duffers, Mando for Duffers, Guitar for Duffers. So go find that, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. I'm going to put in a little list of all the bowing exercises and scale exercises, not the actual scales, but just to remind you what we're practicing, okay? So that's what I'd call playing the scale in each direction with one bow. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is this. We're going to start here on the tip of the bow. Start right here, and we're going to play the scale, but we're going to stop between each note. So I'm going to go. Now see the trick. What we're looking to do here is not have the bow back up. So we're going to just play. It's about controlling the bow. And boy, I've had a lot of coffee this morning, so it might be hard. Here we go. One more time. Now again, we're just developing bow control. So what we don't want any jitter. We want just a note whole, note space, rest, note rest, note rest. We don't want any little And I was doing that again because I think I've had too much coffee. But it should just go. Now to do this right, you have to press down pretty hard too. So you want to get a little crunch when you get it. So we want to keep our bow going straight. We want to have a little space between each one of those. I'll call that bowing in one direction with stops, something like that. But I'm going to make a little list for you so that as you practice and you're trying to think, what should I practice today? You can kind of go through that list and look. And that'll be in that folder I'm putting on my Google Drive and that you'll have access to. Okay, so now, mercy. Let's play a D scale again. Let's just play a D scale but we're going to start on the open G. And we're going to play all the way up to the B on the E string. Okay, and we're playing in D, so all the C's must be sharp, all the F's must be sharp. Okay, so we're going to start right here. It's going to sound like this. I'm going to just play through it once. Remember, this has to be C sharp. Find that. Just practice playing that. That note's going to become increasingly important because after D, we played in G, we've played in D. Now we're going to play in A starting with the next lesson. So we want to keep going with our proper scale. So start here on this open G. So 2 taps per note. Here we go. That's C. That's C sharp. One more time. Here we go. D, F sharp, Okay, so that's the scale you want to practice right there. Now let's do, remember we had 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and that's the one that goes. Okay, so it's D to F sharp, then back to 1 step back is E, then up to G. Remember that? Okay, here we go. Ready, play. Now we're going to go down 2 and back up 1, so it's B, G, F sharp. Keep going. C sharp, D, B, C sharp, A, B, G. Okay? All right, let's practice that on our own too, right? Don't forget that one. And then I had one more we were doing. Okay? So it's That's what it's supposed to sound like. So we're going to go up 3 and back to the one we started on. Then have a new starting position of up 1. Okay, so up 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now start back on the A. So we started on the D, and then we're going to then E, F sharp. Always back to the one we started on. G, A, B, C sharp, then go up to the B, sorry, okay, start back up at the B there. Okay, so work on that one. All right, so those are the three scales there, and don't forget your arpeggios. So always, when you're at whatever key in, play the arpeggios. So in D, it's always the first, third, and fifth scale degrees, or notes of the scale. So in D, it's D, F sharp, A, right? So if we did this, it'd be. We got an A down there we got to play. Now, you know, someone asked a little while back, why don't I write these out? Well, the fact of the matter is I could write them out, and it might be helpful at first, but I'd rather you hear them so that when you move to another key, you know the note relationships in your mind, the intervals. You're hearing the intervals irrespective of what note you're starting on. Notice I didn't say irregardless. That's come into such popular use, so maybe I should start using it. But irrespective of what key you're in, you should be able to start and play that. Okay? All right, so now, you know, we had two tunes we were doing in D. One's the old Spanish two-step, and one is the Peekaboo Waltz. Now, if you look in that Duffer folder I told you about, you'll find audio files and dots for these tunes, so in D. But let's play a little bit of Spanish two-step. Let me remind you how it goes. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to start in right now and play the Spanish two-step. I'm going to play it pretty slow. Here comes somebody down here.
Do you want anything from Culver's?
What do I want from Culver's, folks? Do I want chicken fingers, or I think I'll take regular chicken fingers.
Okay.
Not buffalo.
Right.
Thank you. That's so nice. Lunch is coming, folks, after this show is over. If you're not from the Midwest, you might not know about Culver's. It's one of the most fantastic places to eat things that aren't good for you. But I digress. All right, but I know Macy's not going to give me any of her French fries either. So, all right, so here we go with Spanish two-step. Start on this F sharp on the D string. Do you remember how it goes? I've done the note by note before, so review earlier videos if you're not remembering how it goes. Oh my gosh, whoa, look at the time. Oh man, I blew it this time. I totally almost gave away the whole lesson. All right, this is the end of the lesson if you're watching it on YouTube as an archived video. Now stay with me if you're a visitor and not a patron. I don't mind. That's part of the deal here. I do the live stream. You can stay right with me on the live stream. But after the live stream is over, I yoink, pull it down, and I cut her off right here. So if you want to become a patron, just go to patreon.com/Charlie Walden. As many people will say, where are you going to get, I know I've said it, where are you going to get a music lesson every week for 92 cents? You just can't do it. You can't do it, folks, under any circumstance. So this is the place. Patreon.com/Charlie Walden. Here we go again with that Spanish two-step, all right? I don't know why I keep giving away the farm, but I do. I just do it for my friends. Here we go. Chickens don't have fingers. Here we go. bob wheels. That little thing at the end is just a scale. I skipped the B. I'm skipping this note on the way up. The B, so it's... And then a little chord. The chord is D on the A string and the F sharp on the D string. And then the only thing I'd say about bowing on that tune, it's nice to bow this part so you're getting an up bow on that. So you're doing a little cross bung there. Gives you a little hop, because if I was notating that properly, I didn't do it on the page here that I made available to you. I'd probably put dots above those notes to indicate that they're short, they're cut off. Because it makes it sound light and makes you want a two-step. That's what it's all about. All right, so the other tune we did, where am I doing on time? Oh, I'm doing great. All right, the other tune we did last time was the old Peekaboo Waltz. And again, these dots are in the folder and also an audio file, I believe. And today we're starting on a new tune, by the way, Soldier's Joy. Right? I've got I pared it down a little bit because the way I play it is kind of a more advanced version. So I'm giving you a starter, and then we'll build onto that as we go along. But so let's play a little bit of this Peekaboo Waltz. Remember how it goes? It goes... I'm going to play through it once here. You can play along if you already got it. I think I did the note-by-note teaching last time on this too, I believe. So that's in the... in lesson 1 of Fiddle for Duffers 2, session 2. That's what we're in lesson 2 now. So this is the 10th time we've gotten together, folks. Remember that? Okay. Hey, Skip, how you doing? Don T. Hey, they got Culver's in Venice, Florida. My gosh, it's everywhere now. Used to just be in Wisconsin. We'd only get it when we drive up from Chicago here to see the Brewers play. But now we can get it everywhere, I guess. Why, golly. Well, it's okay. It's good. It's good fast food. Here we go. Remember that? 1, 2, 3. Not too fast. Okay, all right, so practice that tune. You got a lot to work on. And remember all the tunes we played in G? Oh man. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start in on Soldier's Joy right now. Now I'll put the dots up either today or tomorrow. I didn't get them written out, and also an audio file so you can have something to listen to. But what's happening in the subsequent lesson here? Next week we're gonna move into the key of A. We'll be on the key of A for 2 sessions. Okay. Then we will have a session about 3 from now, where we're just going to play through all of our tunes, one after the other. It's going back all the way to the stuff we did in G. Remember the first tune we did was that good old Coming Around the Mountain, and then the Bill Graves tune, and then Westphalia Waltz. There was more and more. So now what's really going to happen, though, at the end of session 2, I'm hoping we're at a point where then this will become what I call a repertoire session, so that at each half-hour session from then on, we'll be teaching a tune. So it'll just be called, whatever tune we're teaching. You'll get a new tune every week. So that's where I'm headed with this after we get through these fundamentals. But all these videos will still be available to review. Okay. So if you feel like you're getting lost, and they'll be graded tunes. They won't be hard tunes. They'll be ones we can get under our belt. So. But in a variety of keys then. So let's play a little bit of Soldier's Joy now. Let me play you my kind of souped up way, and then I'll play the way we're going to learn it, because again, we're Duffers, right? We want to just get the tune under our belt, and so we can play it and play along with people and enjoy it ourselves. Later on, you'll get all the goodies, but let me just play you how I usually play it. Mike Miller has heard this. Wichita has heard this many times, as we recorded on our famous recording. But okay, that's kind of my stylized possum version of that tune. But let me play it now how we're going to learn it right now. We're going to learn a little bit pared back version, more the, what would I call it? Not pared back so much as kind of the mainstream version, the original rendition. Kind of going to have a little Scottish sound to it, because I believe this is an old Scottish tune. This is one of the older ones, too. It goes back to the 1700s, I believe. So, without further ado, the Soldier's Joy. Here's what it's going to sound like when we're playing it. All right, so, well, it looks like the good people at Culver's have taken their delicious fried cheese curds throughout the country, clogging veins throughout this great land of ours. So that's good. Good for them. They come in a little canoe, and when you buy them up at Milwaukee at the baseball game, they come in a little decorated canoe. It's a Wisconsin favorite, the fried cheese curd. All right, so now let's play this tune a little bit. Now, Don's asking, how many melody reps is typical or expected of a bluegrass fiddler? Well, bluegrass is a little bit different situation, Don, than playing old time, which is kind of what we're oriented toward here. You might only get one break if playing, in a band. Say you get in a band with a fiddle, mandolin, guitar, dobro, whatever else, other melody instruments, banjo, of course. you might only get one chance, one shot at it. Or if you're starting it out as a fiddle tune, you might play it first, everyone else do their thing, and then you'll get the last break. But when we're playing it for fiddlers, just around, sitting around just playing the tune, we can play as many times as we want to till everybody gets up and leaves. And they won't. They like playing the tune. I do. Like, let's play through it a bunch of times, have a good time. So I hope that answers your question there. All right, so let's go with the old Scottish style version of Soldier's Joy. Now, there's a lick we're using in this tune that can be employed in a lot of tunes. You don't have to use it every time on this, but if we pull on this string, pull the other one that's got bells on, as they like to say over in Britain, but pull on the A, and then put your finger on the F sharp on the D string and push 3 notes. 1, 2, 3. We got that sorted out, so pull on the A, then push on the D, but go F sharp, D, F sharp. There you go. I can hear you doing it. So the tune starts out with 2 pickup notes, F sharp on the D string and G on the D string. So try that, and then to open A. Push those and pull that one. I'm usually not this specific about bowing, but in this instance it seems to work out. Okay, here we go. So push, F sharp, G, pull the A, then push. I can hear you doing it. I can see you doing it. So it's then A, D, D. That's what I am, A, D, D. Now that was G, E, E on the D string. G, 2 E's. Here let's try it again. Okay, you know what? I'm just about out of time here, so I want to show you one more little thing I meant to mention when I was doing the bowing. Get you some new electrician's tape, not gunky old electrician's tape, because that'll mess your bow up. Or I like to use these sticky notes and tear off the sticky part. Here's the sticky part down here. So that's the part that's not sticky there. And let's make 2 little flags. If you were doing it with electrician's tape, you can just wrap around your bow in 2 places. But we're going to divide the bow into 3 equal portions. And one right about there, and one right about there. And as you're going about your business the rest of the week, try playing anything we're playing, scales, tune, whatever. Try playing it in these 3 sections of the bow. So we learn to use the entire bow. In other words, play the D scale right here, but don't go past that tape, see? And do the same thing in the middle part of the bow. And again with the tip. That'll force us to learn to play on the whole bow, okay? I think that's all we've got time for, folks. Wow, it was great fun. I'll see you next Tuesday morning at the same time, 11 a.m. right here on this very YouTube channel. Be sure to go and check out patreon.com/Charlie Walden if you haven't done so. I see many people here in the stream are already patrons. They're doing their part. So let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I'm going to go eat some of those chicken fingers, man. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody. Join your hand